Blog Talk Radio.
Edcrophilia, Horror Talk Radio.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to yet another installation or episode, if you will, of Edcrophilia Horror Talk Radio. This week, we will be joined later in the show by special guest Roger Scheck, writer-director of Nobody Loves Alice, which you can go to Amazon.com and purchase for $22.49 plus shipping and handling. Oh, where will I start out this week? I have absolutely no idea. Didn't do much preparation for this show, can't lie. Usually have my run sheet all set up, usually have everything right in front of me ready to look at. Know exactly what I want to do. This week I'm just not there. I'm just not there. Not prepared for an 8 p.m. show, I guess. So, let's see. I know, let's start off talking about, there is this guy out there named Eric Pigors, does artwork, crazy stuff called Toxic Tunes. You can go to his website and look at some of his stuff. It's www.toxictunes.com. If you're a friend of his on MySpace, typically what you can find is Eric likes to do promotional sales, where he'll sell off some of his art books or maybe some of his t-shirts or work shirts at a reduced price. And you can look him up on MySpace at www.myspace.com/toxictunes. So there's always that. The Toxic Tunes website really is just filled with goodness. Another website that I really like to talk about is drinkwiththelivingdead.com, where they have he has custom, I think he does do custom glassware, but I know he does all kinds of horror type themed glassware, from shot glasses to barware, drinking glasses, things like that. So you should run over to that website and check it out. That is drinkwiththelivingdead.com. As always, Blog Talk Radio, Edcrophilia Horror Talk Radio, is brought to you by Fatally Yours, in part by FatallyYours.com, for the love of horror. I mention Fatally Yours every week, but not because they're sponsoring us or because they're giving me anything to say anything, however, but because I do on occasion, when I am fortunate enough to do an interview with someone that someone might be interested in reading, I do write interviews for them. And that is fatally-yours.com. Of course, let's not forget our friends over at the horrormoviefans.com website and Horror Movie Fans Radio, that's Blog Talk Radio, .com/HMF Radio. They have two shows over there. They've got the Sunday Night Horror with Mike Olson at 9 p.m. Central, and they also have HMF Indie Talk Radio with Parrish Randall. Both of those shows are a great way to cap off a weekend. The Indie Talk Radio with Parrish Randall is on at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays, and if you're on the East Coast, it's obviously going to be at 8 p.m. or Mountain and Pacific. You figure this out, because I never like to do that myself. Once again, we are going to do, and I don't even know why I'm trying on this anymore, because nobody wants it, but here's what I'm going to do this week. I am going to give you your choice on which DVD, $5 DVD, you will win, should you call in and answer my trivia question, okay? So, the options, if you win, are either the Amityville Horror, 1979, and the Amityville Horror remake from 2005, or, and you can choose, you can have My Bloody Valentine, 1981, not the new crap 3D edition. No, not the new one. We don't like that movie here at Edcrophilia Horror Talk Radio. Bought the 2-disc set. Second disc was crap. Just absolute crap. Also in that My Bloody Valentine pack is April Fool's Day. The original, I'm looking up the year right now, 1986 version. So you can have either or. So you can have either My Bloody Valentine, 1981, and April Fool's Day, 1986, or you can have the 1979 Amityville Horror and the 2005 remake of the same film, if you can answer today's horror trivia. And I'm going to go with something maybe a little obscure, but probably well known. This information has been published on numerous websites. It was originally information that was released in the book adaptation of Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. And today's question is, what is the name of Jason Voorhees' father? A call-in number for that is 347-637-1503. If you know the answer, or think you know the answer, and want the free DVDs, you can have, once again, you can have either Amityville 1979 and 2005, or My Bloody Valentine 1981 and April Fool's Day 1986. If you would like to win either one of those movies, just call in at 347-637-1503, and you will win the free $5 DVDs if you know the name of Jason Voorhees' father. You don't even tell me his middle. I don't know his middle name. You don't have to tell me his last name. I already told you his last name. His last name was Voorhees. You have to just tell me his first name. Okay? So if you know the answer to that question, please, by all means, call in and answer that question. That's 347-637-1503 if you know the answer and you would like to win those DVDs. All you have to do is tell me which ones you want, and I will have you email your information to Edcrophilia on BTR at gmail.com. That's your address, phone number, all your personal contact stuff, and I will send those DVDs out to you. Of course, if you don't want to win those movies, then you do not have to call in. However, it's free to you. I guess all it costs you is a phone call, and it's most companies have free nights and weekends, and I think this is a free night because we are after 7 p.m. just about everywhere. I guess not if you're in Pacific. If you're Pacific, then it's only 6 p.m. But depending on what company you have, you may have a free night there. So, anyways, speaking of, going back to talk briefly about My Bloody Valentine, the remake there that was just recently why do I always do that? Which was just released by Lionsgate. I was hinting at, actually I don't think I was hinting at, I was like blatantly condemning their bonus features on that disc. And it's like, okay, I bought a 2-disc set, I paid the $24.96 Walmart price to buy the 2-disc set, and the bonus features were the absolute drizzling shits. I don't know about anybody else, but I go out and I buy a DVD, and I guess like a lot of people, I buy my DVDs, depending on what it is, the day it comes out, and